list. We've got 3 rapid fire questions that we're going to rattle off to you.
Let's go.
To send this episode off on a high note. So, the first one. What is one book you think everyone should read?
The Bible.
I knew the answer. I knew the answer.
It is the
Would
most...
it be? Would that is that one book, or aren't there multiple books?
There are multiple books.
Exactly.
In that book, but it is one cover.
It is the most popular book in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, officially.
Yeah.
What's your guilty pleasure?
I struggled with, who does it? I struggled with lust, and God helped me drop it at the December of last year, actually. So pretty recently but I know you wanted a cheap, simple answer. I'm sorry to go take it this way, but
Don't apologize.
Those two words shouldn't go together, right? Even though they do in terms of this feels good in the moment, but I feel shame and guilt after the fact. You don't actually like doing that. Your body might, your flesh might, but you don't actually like doing that. Wow. So, yeah, it's
true.
Yeah.
Well, in Judaism, I'm Jewish. They have the animal soul and the godly soul. You have 2 souls within you,
yeah.
and you act when you do things like that just for bodily pleasure, no other reason. It's for your animal soul. And, your animal souls, think about it like an animal. I mean, we were talking about this a little bit before the podcast, before we started recording, but just you just do because it's almost like it's a human thing to do. It's an animal thing to do. Like you said, lust, it could be even just eating, the way you're eating, doing evil things is your animal soul, but your godly soul is when you do something with a greater purpose. So that's interesting you said that, because I think lust should have, it's not just lust, you need to have lust and love. You need to have love, and love is the most important part. So that's...
Spoiler alert, love beats everything.
Yes, sir.
And then last question, what's a lesson you've learned that a year ago you never even thought you'd learn?
I used to think I can learn it all. And then I realized I'm not even going to live long enough to learn 1% of what's out here. So I better become dependent on something that knows it all, which is God for me. And that takes humility. Because I think the science world tries to tell you we're the top dogs, and evolution, we kind of became out of nothing
Apex predator
into the most understanding thing in this universe. And it's but as a video game character, even if they gain consciousness, they believe AI will do that, right? Listen very carefully. The video game character will never actually fully begin to understand the entire world that exists outside of its world. So why would we make the same mistake?